Funding is provided by a grant from New York State Senator Catherine M. Young, representing Western New York's 57th District with a local office in Olean. Funding is provided by a grant from Absolute Care of Westfield, committed to returning the favor to those who spent a lifetime caring for others. Absolute Care is located at 26 Cass Street in Westfield. Dave Cass and Rick Newell provide funding on behalf of the Lakeview Hotel and Restaurant at the Docks, located on Water Street near the lake in Mayville. From the Access Channel 5 television studio in Mayville, it's Senior Report with Reed Powers. Senior Report is broadcast live throughout northern Chautauqua County on Saturday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. each week. Call in and share a thought, make a comment, ask a question, or simply wish someone a happy birthday on Chautauqua County's only live call-in senior program. Since 1995, Reed has been bringing viewers hundreds of interesting guests, informing the community on a variety of subjects. Here's the host of the show, Reed Powers.
And good morning. What a gorgeous day out there. A little sprinkle this morning just to take care of your flowers and make sure that the grapes are growing in the general area and all your crops and the corn. We need corn. They're burning all the corn in cars now. They're making ethanol out of it. And there's no more corn left for people to eat on this earth. It's even down and out, it's becoming a mess, I'll tell you. They don't even have corn to feed the pork. So there's going to be no more pork. We got to stop burning corn and go back to burning oil. We got plenty of it. Or gas. There's millions of tons and trillions of zillions of tons of gas, natural gas all over the place. We have it up here. It runs the lighthouse in Westfield, New York. It was the first natural gas lighthouse in the world. They pumped it up. It was coming up all over the place. And you can still go down to Ottaway Park and stick a bottle, knock the bottom out of a bottle and put it in the bubbles coming out of the creek. And anywhere down there, you light your little bottle and it goes on forever because it's natural gas fueled. At any rate, guys, the world is okay, excepting for the fact that we're war all over the place and it's costing us zillions, and everybody says it's a total waste of your time. You're going to wind up running away anyway, just like Vietnam. You're spending trillions of dollars and killing our kids and blowing them up and everything. It's a mess out there in Iraq and especially Afghanistan at this point, which actually defeated the entire English Empire and the Russian Empire both, because all it is a bunch of stones and they hide in them. They shoot at you as you go by, and it's a terrible mess, and they don't seem to know what to do about it. Our economy is digging deeper into depression, according to all the pundits, and excepting for our contractor, the guy who runs our economy, doctor of economy. I cannot believe what this guy's doing. He's telling us that there is no inflation. How can you tell a bald-faced lie like that? I can't believe it goes on. This government, I don't know about it. And then, of course, the seniors aren't going to, for the umpteenth year, not going to get a COLA, a meaningful COLA. We're down to 60% a loss of what we had. We're getting 40 cents on a dollar now, what we got 10 years ago. Yeah. And the Congress refuses to do anything about it, even though we were guaranteed a COLA in our contract that we entered when we started paying Social Security as kids. Oh, there's no money. There's an $8 trillion trust fund. Oh, well, it seems to be gone. Yeah, it sure has. It's been embezzled by our Congress. In the meantime, they better get the money back. I'd say take the salaries of all the congressmen and the senators until they paid it back, which will be about 1 million years because there's so much money missing. All right, at any rate, things going on all around the place, popping. It looks like our local government's going to have a tax increase on top of a 9% real estate tax increase, but let's hope that we can somehow or the other beat this. Everything's going up like crazy in terms of costs. Look at the supermarket Bernanke. Bernanke's the guy who runs our finances for the country. And Bernanke is the guy who sits there with a straight face and says, there's no inflation. I don't see any of it until the maybe distant future someday. And he has the gall to say this. Your insurance, your taxes, your food, your gas, your fuel, everything is leaping every time you turn around. Town fees, everything. And this man, I don't know what dream world he lives in or what planet he comes from, he sees no inflation. Bernanke, the guy who runs our government in terms of our finances, the banks. He was there, incidentally, when the banks all folded and we had to borrow $2 trillion to bail them out, and then another trillion. Yeah, this guy, I think he's got to go. At any rate, locally, everything's great. We got a lot of wonderful senior groups here, and I'm going to just mention a couple of tips here. If you know somebody who has not joined a senior group who could, send them along. They've got to be at least 50, 55. Some of them have 60, but very rarely. And it's nothing. It doesn't cost them anything. You go and have a lunch and a lovely meeting, and you play bingo, and you have a second family. Yeah, and people, they set up calling lists and so forth to warn, and it's really great. All right, the Casadega Stockton Lilydale combination. Lilydale's opening up this week, incidentally. You might want to check that out very shortly. They're going to be, they have quite a place over in Lilydale. If you haven't been there, drop around, have your fortune read. Announcement was made that they're having a walk around the lake, the Casadega Stockton Lilydale crowd. It's all one. And it's an invitation to flag program at Casadega Elementary School. June 14th, Flag Day, remember. You're supposed to plant a flag. Arbor Day is coming up. The annual picnic will be held July 11th at the American Legion Pavilion in Casadega, and they have a big picnic there. It's a lot of fun. And I must say, there's nothing like a picnic. Next meeting over the Casadega Lilydale Stockton, June 13th at the Casadega American Legion. You'll have a tureen luncheon at noon. Tureen luncheon means everybody brings something, you know, and bring your own plate and silverware and everything. So there's no fuss, no muss, and everybody has a great dinner. Dunkirk Federated, they have a great place over there. And chaplain is Josie Wazinski, and she did a reading titled Blessings at Daybreak. You know, daybreak is a beautiful time, and many people miss it. And the robins chirp, and the birds start all chirping and everything as soon as the sun comes out, and then the sun rises like a heavenly globe of fire. It's just gorgeous, especially if you see it over the lake, I might add. Drop over there on June 21st. Meet everybody at their beautiful place. They have a wonderful old school that's been reestablished in terms of a senior group, a senior meeting place, and they have a great big wonderful runway where you can run along. Oh, it's terrific. In the winter, people go in there and do laps. June 21st, drop around. Lakeshore Seniors, they meet there too, I might add. President Charlene Hallmark, and everybody knows they're in the area. If you don't, call her up and say, I want to join. They did a reading, Colored with Love. Hey, I wonder what color love is. Probably a beautiful, bright color. The Kitchen Committee is Ronnie Ginley and Hallmark for July 22nd, the next meeting over there at the Lakeshore Seniors. Mayville has a great bunch. Joyce Ayers is the one who opens the door. She's the president. And I want to say happy birthday to Fran Anderson, a long-term member over there, an old friend, great person, and Marguerite Brightman. Sandy Anderson and Gene Kelsey are telling people, get ready for that wonderful trip to the Lakeside Park at 10:30 to board the Bill, the Chautauqua Bill. They're having a dinner out there and going to have a wonderful trip. And they're also going to Cambridge Springs, incidentally, July 19th. And there's some seats available if you want to go. Pioneers, they're in Forestville. And the Pioneer Social Club is run by Arlene Miller. She's the president. And she says, happy birthday to Barb Tower and Louis Benzoni. Next meeting over there is July 11th. Donna Nobles, Carol Pierce. And we're doing the job, and they'll have a lunch as usual, like most people do, most senior groups. I have a great lunch. Okay, coupons were collected. It's a great way to go. Collect coupons, guys, and swap them and put them on file. And you know, Tops, for instance, doubles your coupons up to $1. And so, and you can go online and go to Coupon Susie or one of those silly places, and they have millions of coupons available every week. Share and Care Seniors, that's quite a nice little group there. President is Dorothy Janzik. And I just wanted to mention they have a $200 donation from Charles Colasano. He sends it in every year, a donation. He's out of town now, but he still remembers them, and that's a great thing to do. He was a past resident of Fredonia, of course, and a practicing attorney. They're going to the Comedy Theater bus trip to Honky Tonk Angels, Tuesday, July 26th, to the Lakeside, to the Riverside Inn. That's near Erie, PA, and it's very cheap. Meal accommodation for vegetarians will be made, and others will have a meat choice. Give me the meat. Show me the beef. They're having a party coming up. It's an annual indoor picnic to be held on Saturday, August 27th at the Fredonia Beaver Club Banquet Room. Get in, if you're interested, get a call in, 673-1049. And we have some more news here. Oh, news is over. They say, I'm finished. I cannot have any more news. Time is up. Okay. In that case, we will have a public service announcement for you. This is just for you. And then Doc Hamels will be on to chatter away about the sunshine in this earth.
All right, guys, we gotta be smarter about what we bite on, okay? I want everyone to go outside. We're gonna run Red Rover on 3.
What about you, Tony?
I'm gonna run around in circles, flatten my arms, and make engine noises like this.
When it comes to playing, we kids are the pros.
We're eating right, too.
We fuel up
To play 60!
Your school doesn't have a program? Be a leader. Start one.
Click today and join the movement.
Okay, our guest just has arrived. She's smart enough to know that she doesn't have to be on.
Yeah.
Well, hello. Hi, MaryAnn.
Good morning.
MaryAnnSpanospt1, who's the head of the Office for the Aging here in Mayville, New York, who's about to get a brand new office, a trailer down by the riverside, because everybody's cutting her funding. But we'll talk about that. Here we go. Public service announcement. All right, there's too many people running the show here. Either the public service announcement or John Hamels. John shoots from the hip, so let's stand by and listen. Here he is.
Good morning, Reed. I think we had a public service announcement, but it was really, really short. I'm not sure. It was some guys running around and doing whirly gigs. Yeah. Hey, it's not every day you're surrounded by doctors.
I know.
Doctor on that side, doctor on this side. If you have any problem, just call us and we'll take care of you here. Well, good morning, everyone. Dr. Spanos. Today I'm going to just talk a little bit about 2 or 3 things. Real quick.
Talk about it.
In Westfield, we were talking about this earlier today, the McClurg Mansion is hosting the Chautauqua County Historical Society fundraiser, which is going to be talking a lot about the Civil War sesquicentennial. That's a hard one to say.
150 years.
150 years. And they're going to have a fundraiser tonight from 6 to 8. And they're going to be featuring, it says here, hearty hors d'oeuvres. Special artifacts will be on review or preview or exhibit, whatever, at the museum. And the theme is the Art of War, Images of the Civil War from the collection of the Chautauqua County Historical Society. It's $50 a person. Obviously, it's a fundraiser. And you can call the McClurg there for tickets. And just as a footnote, yours truly and my musical colleague Bill Drello will be supplying the music there tonight. We'll be playing period music and some folk music, Irish Rebellion songs, and some American folk songs as well. So come on out. It's going to be a great time. Well, Reed, this week coming up is a busy week for me. I have been invited to Tennessee to present at a technology conference in Cleveland, Tennessee. I didn't know there was a Cleveland. I guess there's multiple named cities all over our country. Next week, I'm going to bring you a little surprise, a little technology that our viewers might find interesting.